By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build a directory from scratch. No coding, no design experience, and no prompting back and forth with Bolt or Manus to get an MVP. It's hard to maintain and just turns into a headache, no joke. In the next 20 minutes, you'll watch Tom build a complete local business directory step by step. The ideal prospecting tool if you're an agency owner, which can even get you some passive income on autopilot too. That's right, in 20 minutes, you'll get this exact website, fully responsive and ready for you to add businesses to. Why should you want to build a directory? Well, you might want to be like Daniel, who calls this a total game changer. That is like having a full-blown lead gen machine running 24/7 in the background. That hands you golden opportunities on a silver platter. Or maybe you're like David, who's been struggling for almost a decade to find a way to easily get in front of customers with an online business, and also calls this a true game changer. Or you want to be like Diane, who got 18 premium listings with her business partner, selling 15 in one day alone. And she even sold 5 listings before building her site. Real people without coding backgrounds, but with real results. You see, local directories are the new gold mines for agencies. While everyone else is still cold calling and getting hung up on or sent to spam, smart agency owners are building these community resources that business owners actually want to be part of. And that's why this is so powerful. You're not interrupting businesses anymore. You're helping them get found. And when they claim their listing, they automatically get entered into your nurture funnel where you can offer your marketing services. And now that you've got your foot in the door, they're receptive to you because you've already helped them. We've seen agencies land their first client within days of launching their directory. Others are even charging $100 or more for premium listings from day one or sooner, but the real money comes from using this as your foot in the door for full marketing services. Now, most people think building a directory takes weeks or months of development. That's the old way. What you're about to see is footage from one of our Friday training calls last week, where Tom built a complete local directory live, with agency owners and novices alike watching, asking questions, and seeing exactly how easy it is. So grab a coffee, maybe take some notes, and don't blink, because if you do, you'll miss it. Watch exactly step by step how to build a directory in 20 minutes.
I'm going to search for Smart Directory. Here it is. I realize I did forget to do one thing. I'm going to click install, allow and install. Now, if you're purchasing Smart Directory on the app marketplace, you would pick this option. But if you purchased Smart Directory from us, you would have received a license key in your email. So you're going to pick the free option because it's going to ask you for a license key. And then you just click confirm. So you can see I'm still here in Go Summerlin, right? And the app has finished installing, but I don't see Smart Directory AI in my menu. So I'm just going to refresh this real quick. And a simple refresh. And you will see now down here in the lower left-hand corner is Smart Directory AI. And if I click on that, it's going to pop up a window to enter my license key, which I'm going to enter. I'm going to agree to the terms. I'm going to click verify. And boom, there it is, my friends. Smart Directory AI, the snapshot and the app installed, right? Super, super simple. It has taken us a lot of work to streamline the process like this to make this as easy as possible. So here we are, right? We've got this set up. So what does our site look like right now at this point? So let's do a position check. If I click preview, look at this. This is a special base foundation theme that Cameron and the team put together so that you can just run with this if you want, but it's easy to change these images out, put your own logo in here. But again, you're going to have a great looking base site once you're done with these 5 steps. So you can see my menu is already starting to be built. I got a lot of stuff going on here, right? So what do we do next? Well, next, we're going to add in our pre-built content for the base foundation of Smart Directory AI. So to do that, I'm just going to go over to branding. I'm going to select this theme. You can see here's the theme. I'm going to click on edit, and you guys see this button here that says load dummy data. I'm going to click that button one time. This is very important. Only click it one time. So I'm going to click it once. It's going to seem like nothing happened. Resist the urge. Resist the urge. Right now in the background, the Smart Directory AI application is loading in dummy data. Do not go back and push that button again. It looks like nothing has happened, doesn't it? It looks like nothing has happened. But in the background, things are happening. You can see right here, 36 business tags have been created. This happened because I clicked that dummy data, okay? Business tags created, images are with them for all the big general kind of niches for a local directory. Now, every few minutes when I come back and check, there's going to be new things here. Pretty soon, businesses are going to start popping up here. So I just have to let this run and do its thing, okay? So I'm not going to try to mess with anything while that's running, but while that's going and the dummy data is loading. Now, by the way, the next update we roll out, you won't have to push that button. When you load this, it will just all be there and you'll be ready to go. So we're streamlining this even further. You won't have to do this step. You won't have to add the data. It'll just automatically be there. But for right now, if you're a new Smart Directory AI member, you are going to hit that button. But remember, only do it once. Okay? Only do it once. Yes, Mark, I recommend that you have it in its own Go High Level sub account because it just makes it much easier to keep track of everything. Technically, you don't have to. You can put it in a sub account with your agency if you want, but unless you're really good with high level and you can make sure you can keep everything separate, meaning the workflows and who's getting what information, because the purpose of a sub account is to make sure that if you're sending information from a business, that it's that business's information. What's a better way to explain that? Think of a sub account. Think of high level like an apartment building, okay? If we had an apartment building and there were no apartments inside, it was just a big open space and everybody lived in the big open space, I wouldn't know whose couch that is. Well, whose cheese is this in the fridge? Whose popcorn is this in the cabinet? There's no way to keep track because everybody's all in one space. But when you have apartments, now I can go, oh, I need the popcorn in 12C. And you know exactly where the popcorn is in 12C. So high level and high level sub accounts perform that function. They block off a business so that you can make sure all of the assets belong to that business, right? So easy peasy, you can create your own tags. I'll show you all that here in a minute. Super easy to edit all this stuff, guys. This just gives you the base to get going. And then you're going to edit, customize it, and all that stuff. So look, if we go back to businesses now, you can see it's already created 5 businesses. And a couple of them are premium. So eventually there's going to be 36 accounts and 36 business tags. That's how you know all the dummy data has been loaded, okay? 36 accounts, 36 business tags. Now, you may see this message up here that says 1 or more premium accounts are not configured properly. What does that mean? Well, when you have a premium account, you have to assign it to one of your premium plans. But since we haven't created any plans yet, it doesn't know what plan to associate with these listings, okay? Free is free, but premium, you need a plan. So let me show you real quick while this dummy data is loading, how to create a paid plan. And then we'll come back and see how everything's going. You can see 7 listings now. So it's loading up, right? It takes a minute. It takes a minute. Gerard, you don't need this video. I mean, you can watch the replay of this on the YouTube channel, but all of the videos in the Smart Directory AI members area have been updated to show this process. In fact, I go into a lot more detail. So they're already in your members area. Philip, you can load dummy data on an existing Smart Directory AI site that you haven't used yet, as long as that button's there, right? So let me show you how to create plans. So up in this menu, there's this little button, plans. And you can see I don't have any plans right now. So I'm just going to click add plan, and we're going to make a free plan. So I'm just going to say free listing. I'm going to call it get seen locally. I'm going to give it a description. I'm going to set the currency as US dollars, but you can pick from any of these currencies wherever you're at. Pardon me. I'm going to make the monthly price 0 and the annual price 0. That went down the wrong pipe. Okay. And now Somebody mentioned Stripe. So you can connect your Stripe account inside of the Smart Directory AI app, and Stripe will handle all of your payment processing. And there's nothing else you need to do. You just click connect, go through the little process Stripe tells you to go through, and boom, whenever you make a plan, it will automatically create products, everything. You'll be able to take payments to the site, all that stuff. But what if you can't use Stripe? You're in an area you don't want to use Stripe. This is another one of our big improvements to Smart Directory AI is this little toggle switch right here. You see it says external checkout. If I click this on, now I can just put whatever payment links I want in here, and the Smart Directory AI site will use those. So if you want to use PayPal, if you want to use something else, all you would do is go into the payment system that you want to use, create a payment link for whatever you want to charge for your monthly, create a payment link for whatever you want to charge for your yearly, and you would just paste those in these blocks. Now we're not charging anything for this, so I'm just going to use google.com. So there's your URL there. And then I'm going to go over to next, and we're going to say, oh, well, I'm just going to turn a couple of these on at random so you can see this. We're just going to include these 3 things in free. Not going to go into all that. You can offer a trial if you want. I'm just going to click submit. So here's our free plan. Now I'm going to add a paid plan. So I'm going to click add plan. We're going to call this local spotlight. Now, again, one of the other changes that is coming is when the data loads into Smart Directory AI, these basic plans will already be created for you. So more visibility. And then this time I'm going to give it a monthly price of $39. I'm going to give it an annual price of $250. I'm going to turn on the external checkout. I should have copied these, right? Make it easier. I'm not the techiest person. I'm just going to turn a few on. I'm not going to go back through turning everything on just so we can speed this up. I'm going to click submit. And now you'll see when I refresh this that I have a monthly option. And then if I click annually, I have an annually option. So that's what I wanted to show you there. Okay. And again, you can reorder these, change them however you want. The other thing here is if you want to add a custom item, like let's say that with your paid listing, you want to include a blog post or a social media post or whatever you want to include. Well, if you click on this advanced settings, you can make custom add-ons right here. So you just click new add-on, you give it a name. So I might say one blog post a month, and I could say $99 value. And then I just click add. And now if I go back to one of my plans, like this paid plan, and click edit, if I go over to the list, you'll see now at the bottom, there's that custom thing I created. So, okay, let me refresh this. Let's see if it took over there. Yeah, okay, awesome. So let's go back and see how our dummy data is coming along. Okay, 36 accounts. So everything is here. 36 business tags, 36 accounts. So now to get rid of this message, if I go to the premium accounts and I just assign them the premium plan, you see it says select plan. I'm just going to pick local spotlight. I'm going to go down here, pick local spotlight. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to pick local spotlight. Boom. Now these are our premium businesses. And again, if I go back to my homepage, you will now see things are really coming together. Look at this. Here's 3 premium listings on my site. Here's free listings down below. The business tags. This are the businesses listed in the slider. There's some blogs here. Like this site is looking pretty great, right? And look at my menu. Now my menu has its main categories and it has all its subcategories. Plus, if I go here and I click cafe and brunch, you'll see there's the cafe and brunch. If I click Mexican restaurant, there's the Mexican restaurant. So if I click pizza, oh, the pizza one's not set up yet. But these will start filling in, right? As we go through and more of the dummy data gets in there and all set up, right? Now, If you want to customize this stuff yourself, super duper easy. You can add your business tags either by uploading CSV or just click add new tag and you create it right here. You can go in and edit existing tags if you want. If you want to change the menu, no problem. You just go over to branding. You go into the theme. This is the category, subcategory, and header menu. This is how the menu works. So these top level items are categories. Everything you see listed here is a subcategory. And so you can just click on category. You see these are my main. If you want to add a new one, just click add new. If you want to edit an existing one, edit. Here's the subcategory, same thing. You can edit, add new, super duper easy. And then you can determine what pages show on your menu. If you want to show blogs, you leave it on. If you don't, you turn it off. Super easy, right? Super, super easy. And then I'm going to refresh this real quick just to see. If I refresh this and the blue load dummy data goes away, that means it's all finished. So let me just double check this. Oh yeah, see, now the blue button's gone. So all the data is in there. All right. Okay. So, I mean, this is pretty awesome, right? Look, we've probably been 50 and I'm talking, so it's taken me even longer, right? But there you go. There you go. This is all the stuff, right? This is all the stuff looking good. So right now though, look at this. Our domain is preview, this preview domain. So once I have the site to this point, like this site is good enough to start prospecting. So if it were me, I would at this point connect my domain so that this site is live. And then as I'm adding my own businesses, I would be prospecting to them. And as my businesses go on the site, I would just delete the demo businesses. And it's very easy to delete the demo businesses because if you go into your contacts, they all have the tag demo. So if you want to find all the demo businesses, you just click filters and you're going to do it by tag and you find all the businesses with the tag demo. And now this will be all of your demo businesses and you can delete them. But there's no reason to delete them right now. I would just leave them here. I would load my first list of contacts. When I make them listings, then I would just go back and delete these demo businesses. Does everybody follow me there? Yeah, Mark, much easier, right? Much easier. Now, you can edit all of this stuff, the logo, the hero image right here. You do all of that in the Smart Directory AI app under branding. So when you go to branding and you click edit, if you can see right here, here's where you'd put your own header logo, your footer logo, right? You can adjust the colors. And then if you go to pages, actually, this is how you add custom pages. I'm not going to go into that right now, but you can add custom pages to this. Here's content. So here's the hero content. Okay, so the hero content is this section right here where this we have this kind of animated image of this town. So if you wanted to replace this with like a picture of your cityscape, all you do is go right here and just upload that image right here, and it will replace this image. And we also have a map option. So if you don't want to show, you can show a map if, I don't have the Google thing connected, so that's why. But you can show a map if you want, but I recommend using a nice image. Again, you can use this to start while you're finding and updating. So the whole point of us getting everything optimized like this was so that you could start prospecting as quickly as possible. So if you just get the base Smart Directory AI site set up and then start adding businesses, you can be prospecting and customizing your site at the same time, right? At the same time. So that's really kind of the goal here, be prospecting as quickly as possible.
So there you have it, a complete local business directory built in real time. No scripts, just the actual process. In the full video, Tom shows how you can connect your domain name and answers questions as well. But the best and most important part of this is that once you connect your domain and do the setup you just saw, you don't need to do anything else but add local businesses as contacts in order to start prospecting for agency clients. What you just watched is exactly what dozens of agencies are doing in markets across the country and world. This is the new way to reach out to businesses in your area and get grateful, excited responses, instead of hearing crickets and getting sent to spam. You have the opportunity to build a real business asset in minutes that generates leads month after month. So here's what I want you to understand. This isn't just about building a pretty website. This is about positioning yourself as the go-to marketing expert in a local market. When a business claims their listing, which happens automatically through built-in funnels that come with the directory, they're not just getting a directory spot, they're meeting you and learning about all the ways you can help grow their business. And because this runs on Go High Level, you get all the automation, CRM, and marketing tools that million-dollar agencies use without needing to learn any of the technical stuff and integrate 1,000 different tools that don't play nicely together. If you want to get started with Smart Directory AI and build your own directory just like what you saw in this demo, click the link below in the description. You'll get tons of bonuses that give you the complete prospecting system to go along with your new directory. From the 20-minute directory build through all of the automated prospecting system and guides and access to our training community, including live training sessions. The link is Smart Directory AI. It's right below this video. And if this helped you and you'd like for it to help someone else, hit that like button and subscribe so YouTube knows this was valuable. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more demo videos like this. I read every comment and I'd love to hear your ideas. One directory could change your life. Click the link in the description and make it happen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.